Hey guys, welcome back to How We Do Life. For those of you who are new, my name is Stephanie. Welcome. We're gonna make some dinner. I'm on my lunch break right now and I'm going to throw some chicken leg quarters into the oven, probably about 350 degrees, and I'll set the timer for 45 minutes and then I'll check them. I'm gonna season them with some seasonings, probably salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I get these chicken leg quarters in a bag. It's a 10-pound bag for $5 down the road from us. So I'm gonna rinse them off since they are in a bag and the chicken juices are in there. I like to rinse them off. Then I'll put them in this pan right over here and I'll season them up and throw them in. So we will have chicken for dinner tonight. They're not all gonna fit in here, so I am going to, I've already washed my hands, but I'm gonna take a couple of these. One of them is incredibly huge. But let's see, I'm gonna take a couple of these and just stick them in here and try and make them fit together. I do want that side up, so I will start on this side. So we're gonna season both sides. Since they're thick pieces, you wanna make sure that you put enough salt on there. One thing I love on chicken is herbes de Provence. I don't have any, but that is a great seasoning to put on fish and chicken. I ran out. This is garlic powder. So I put salt and pepper and garlic powder. And onion powder. The salt and pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder is really a good base seasoning to give it a lot of good flavor, but yet you can use it in all sorts of things. If you want to turn it into Mexican, if you want to turn it into Chinese food, any sort of Asian dishes, I guess. Or if you just want to do a good old plain chicken or barbecue chicken. So it's just a good base. I'm gonna do skin up so the skin gets kind of crispy in the oven. Okay, so I have the chicken seasoned on both sides. I have it skin up and I'm gonna throw it in 350-degree oven. I will probably set it, because they're such big pieces, I'll probably set it at 45 minutes and then I'll check the chicken to see if it is done. Okay. Minutes, we'll come back and check it. Sorry it's so dark. 45 minutes is up and I'm checking on it, and I feel like I need to add a little bit of water to it. They're not done. I'm gonna let them go another 20 minutes or so. There's a little bit of liquid down there, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of water. And I'm gonna put them in for another 20 minutes and then I'll check them. It's another day, but this is what the chicken looks like after it is roasted in the oven. We had the chicken one night. We actually had 2 bags. So we ate the chicken one night and then there was some that they ate on for lunch. I'm gonna pull it off the bone and I'm just gonna put it in here. We're gonna use it tomorrow night for something. And then I'm gonna put the bones in this Instapot and I'm going to add water and make a bone broth out of that. So I'll just get to taking the meat off the bone. I don't know how much of that it got because my battery died, but I am taking the potatoes that we had. It was potatoes and green beans. We had this with the chicken leg quarters, and I'm just chopping the potatoes small, and we're gonna put those in for the chicken pot pie. Okay, so here is the little bit of green beans that were left over, and then the new potatoes. They were canned new potatoes, so I chopped them up even smaller. So they're in there with the celery and the carrots and onions. They've been sauteing, and I think I had them in grapeseed oil. And so now I'm going to put in some more green beans, probably at least one more can, and then I'm gonna add the gluten-free flour to this. I'll probably add a half a cup because I do want it pretty thick. Here is the chicken that I pulled off the bone. This is a big container. It was actually the roaster leg quarters. I think we got this at BJ's, and so it was 3 pounds 7 ounces is what this contained when we bought it, and so this fills it most of the way up. So we do have a lot of chicken here. I may only use half of this, and then I'll have another half for something else here. So I only used half of this here, but now I'm gonna put the flour in. I was gonna put it in first, but that didn't really make any sense since I wanna coat everything. So now I'll put the gluten-free flour in, probably a half a cup. I put the half cup flour in. We're just gonna stir this around and coat everything and kind of get the flour flavor off before I add the chicken broth. I'm gonna pour some chicken broth in here. This is from the bones that I cooked in the Instapot. So I'll probably just put that much because I want to make it more of like a gravy and not like a soup. So I just put one of these quart size jars in of the broth that we made. I have put the flour in and the chicken broth in. I just put in 2 bay leaves, and then I'm gonna just put in salt and pepper to taste. As per usual. And I guess it should be good. Is there any other flavor you want in here, honey? I may end up putting some garlic powder in here because I didn't add garlic at all. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. Should I put some garlic in there? Yeah. Could you get me the garlic powder out because that light's on the way? Thank you. That's probably going to be like a half a teaspoon is all. It's nice and thick. Ready for a pie, don't you think? I think I'm going to put it in a 9x13 pan instead of a pie pan though. It's that glass one down there. The bigger one? Mm-hmm. And then I'll just put like a pie crust right on top. Make sure that you taste your food before you serve it to people because that's not nice. So taste it first and before you even put it in the pan, because then you have to just put the pie crust on there and bake it. So it's a little bit hard to taste it after you put the pie crust on there. So taste it while it's in the pot, put it in the pan, then put the pie crust on and bake it. So I'm gonna put this at 350-ish. I don't know, maybe 350. We'll see. I was going to make a pie crust to go on top of the chicken pot pie. I decided instead this would be absolutely delicious. This is Live G Free. It's from Aldi. We tend to try and go to Aldi whenever we go up north to visit my sister or my mom, or when we go to the Biltmore. We'll stop by Aldi and pick some things up. My mom on her last trip down here picked me up like 6 or 8 boxes of this, and it's the cheddar cheese biscuit mix. I've never made it with the cheddar cheese in there, but I've just made the biscuit mix itself. And it calls for 1 cup plus 1 tablespoon of cold water, 4 tablespoons of oil, and then a half a cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I've never done that before, and I've never actually used the herb mix either, which actually that might be good in this. I might do that this time. But so since I don't put all of that sharp cheddar cheese in, I don't put that 1 tablespoon cold water in, just the 1 cup. So I will take the mix and then do the 1 cup of cold water, 4 tablespoons of oil. And I'm kind of thinking I might end up putting that garlic herb mix on top. That sounds like it would probably be delicious on this. So we'll see how that works out.
I'm very happy to hear that your mom brought you a bunch of them. That is
a cup of cold water and 4 tablespoons of oil. You can use whatever oil you want. I use this grapeseed oil. For the garlic herb mix, a 1/4 cup of melted butter. So I'll go ahead and put that into the microwave and get that melted. Now I need to get the chicken pot pie mixture into the pan, put this on top, get the garlic herb butter mixture on it, and we'll be good to go. Alright, whatever. Whoever finds the bay leaf gets a prize.
sounds good.
9 by 13 pan, and it filled it almost all the way up. I'll probably flatten them so they get done pretty good. I don't know. It's called make it up as you go. One thing I love about these biscuits though is that even if you don't put the cheddar and stuff, it has like a garlicky flavor to it, which is really good. There's this packet that came in there, and then we just put it into the butter. And Matt's mixing it around, and we're just gonna drizzle it all over the top. The recipe talks about cooking the biscuits, and then once they come out of the oven, taking the melted butter herb mixture and brushing it on top, but we are not gonna do that because we like to do things all on our own. We do not like to follow the rules. Actually, I do like to follow the rules, that's a lie.
I was about to say.
I cannot lie. I like to follow the rules, and it drives me crazy when people don't. But when it comes to cooking, I want to do things how I want to do them. Which is different.
Baking leaves no scope for the imagination.
Okay, that is going to be quite amazing, I feel like. If it's disgusting, it won't make it to a video. If it's good, then you're seeing it. So that's how it's working. We're gonna put this in the oven. The biscuit mix talked about 425 for about 15 minutes or so. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use that. So we preheated to 425. We're gonna put it in the oven, and I'll check it in about 15 minutes. Okay, this almost bubbled over. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Okay, I think there was a drip that came out. Here is the gluten-free chicken pot pie. Nobody can tell me you can't eat gluten-free and it be good. Smell it.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it smell amazing? tonight we are going to make our third and final recipe to take care of the chicken that we have been using up. Those chicken leg quarters, there was 2 5-pound bags, and for $10. So tonight it's gonna be Thai chicken wraps with a peanut sauce. So I will show you, first we're gonna make the peanut sauce so it can simmer on the stove while we get the other ingredients ready for the filling. Okay, for the peanut sauce, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter, we need 3 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of oil, we need 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Because I'm making it gluten-free, I'm using this No Soy Sauce. I get this at Walmart. It's a soy-free and organic sauce. It's actually made from fermented mushrooms. So we're going to throw that in there. And you keep this refrigerated after you open it. And then a teaspoon of minced garlic. So I'm just doing a clove of garlic here. And we're gonna put this on the stove and we're going to let this dissolve and come to a simmer so it can thicken. Probably just on medium. What I'm actually gonna do is take a whisk and just whisk it to get it to break up some too. Chop this onion, and we're gonna get it sauteing in a pan with some garlic. Bother peeling it. This is organic, and so I'm just not gonna peel it. I'm just gonna grate it right in there. It's supposed to be about a teaspoon, but I'm just gonna do as much as I want. I'm gonna let this saute on the stove while I get the other stuff cut up. Probably on about medium high. Okay, so I took a break for a second to double the recipe of the peanut sauce. I forgot that it didn't make very much, and we really love that sauce, so I just doubled exactly what I showed you. I have the ginger and garlic and onion sauteing on the stove. I'm gonna do some salt and pepper to taste. You know what I think would be really good in it is some red pepper flakes. It's probably like 1/4 teaspoon. While that's sauteing, I'm gonna just throw in the cooked chicken that we have here, that we had from the leftover that we pulled off the bone. I added about probably a couple of teaspoons of fresh ginger because I couldn't really taste the ginger, so I just felt like it needed some more, and then another clove of garlic. And I'm putting a few tablespoons of soy sauce in here as well. And then I'm going to drizzle probably about 1 to 2 teaspoons of sesame oil right on top. It's a little thick. I keep it in the refrigerator because if you keep it in your cabinet, it can go rancid pretty quick. So a good tip is just to keep it in your fridge so it doesn't go bad as quickly. Do you see how thick this peanut sauce is? That's what you want. So I'm gonna use a simple one for you just so you can see what it's like. You can use tortilla wraps, but we're doing these gluten-free. So we're just doing lettuce wraps. You just take romaine lettuce. Matt's already torn the lettuce apart. And so we just have the leaves here and he washed them for us. So you will take some of the filling, put it right in the lettuce leaf, and then you want to take that peanut sauce and drizzle some right over the top, just like that. And then you'll kind of wrap it. This one's a little bit smaller, so I'll probably eat it more like a taco, but that's all there is to it. It's so delicious. So you could add some soy sauce. If you want the gluten-free soy sauce, you can do maybe some red Thai, no, not red Thai, sweet Thai chili sauce. Sweet Thai chili sauce you could put on there if you want to. If you have yum yum sauce, you could put that on if you want to. But I like it just like this, or maybe sometimes drizzling just a little bit more soy sauce. What are you doing? Come over here and show him since you swiped mine. He stole mine. Go ahead. Take a bite for the camera.
I don't want to do that.
So good. Y'all need to try this. I forgot how good these were. Yum. Well, I saw your head. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while we make these recipes. I will post all of the recipes down in the description box below, and we'll chat in the comments. Any ideas that you all have to stretch chicken as far as you can for a small family or a large family, please leave that down. We can chat in the comments section down below. In the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this, so it kind of lets me know more of what to do. And let's chat in the comment section down below. And I will have those recipes down in the description box. Until the next one, bye guys.